Mm. Where can we expect all the great mothers to reveal itself to the public? That's a question for you, Rod.
Say it again.
Okay, hold on. Let's question. It says, uh, hold on. When can we expect all the great mothers to reveal themselves?
They actually in the public site right now. Just you ain't looking for them.
Um, does he remember the connection between Orion and Sirius?
Yeah, it's a the natives say the great father walks with the black dog. Osiris is the Orion constellation, and the black dog is the Canis constellation, Canis Major, right? And the connection is the systems. The ones from the Canis star system established Dogon in Africa, Hopi in America. The Osirians is the Temple of Isis, Temple of Osiris in Arizona, the setup of Kemet. That's all Osirian. The whole Orion constellation is literally on the ground in Egypt, but the original temples is over here. So the connection was in the spiritual information that was given to us through the elders that projected their consciousness from those places.
Thank you for that. Will the de facto government prosecute the destiny swappers?
That's going to be more in the realm of spirit because that's a conjure spell that's
Oh,
prohibited in the free will universe. And there's only a small percentage of them that's capable of carrying it out. It might be 10 living people on Earth.
what
But
should
they're
we
going to be dealt with.
what should we do? Thank you, Yvette. What should we do to continue elevating and increasing our frequency?
Learn everything you can about what's going on, pay attention, and each one teach one. Every time you learn something new, teach it to somebody. Every time you learn something new, teach it to somebody because that's getting you prepared. All right, no matter what it is. If you learn how to fill up water balloons for the first time, teach a baby how to fill up a water balloon. Whatever you learn, teach somebody else because that's going to also open you up to receive new information because you share it.
Yes. Question: what are your thoughts on the demonic acid affecting sea lions over the west side?
I haven't heard about it.
Either. That's new. Um, how does the Titan race relate to humans? And I'm just gonna ask two more questions after that, and I'm gonna let Rod have his evening.
The Titans is the disincarnate form of the first spirits of the earth. That's called the Ennead, the Ogdad. Those are just some of the names of the Titans. Look, the Titans is so big they can't fit inside the atmosphere of the Earth. The Earth in its atmosphere can be one of their chakras. Indictments for people involved in
That's what I
spraying
heard.
chemtrails. Yep,
That's what I heard.
they announced that this week, as a matter of fact.
Yes. I think it's happening as we speak. I have many dreams when I am royalty and had white hair. The nation was also white hair. What race is that? Hmm.
So some of us, the white, well, it depends because you might be having memories from being on the off-world civilization.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The Anunnaki also with Queen Empress Sheba. The notion of her, the quantity of her of her royalty and her blood denoted her hair being, she was born with pure white hair. And I also denoted that back in the days when the Europeans were mimicking a certain people, with the bondus, with the tool they used to wear with their bums look really bumped out. And also they would wear powder in their hair, and very coily hair upward, almost like a cone head. I think they were mimicking certain species that they were in contact with.
Well, the cone's hair, that's a beehive. The
Oh,
beehive was a symbol
yes.
for a matriarch who was
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
yeah. So,
Yes.
but they do have like a lot of us over here. Our faces and our bodies didn't age,
Mhm.
so our hair turned white.
Yes. Yes. What's with Jackson, Mississippi oldest volcano? Last one. That's it.
Well, it's a historical site to us,
Mhm.
and we have reverence for the volcano. It's the symbol of the burst of the mother, outburst of the mother. When she been being nice to you all day, you still
Yeah.
won't listen, and she finally screams, "Sit your ass down!" And that was the symbol for the eruption, and we use that as a descriptive analysis for the volcano. Big Mama yelling at us for something because we ain't
Shit.
listening.
All right, everybody. I want to thank Rod Hayes for coming on tonight, chatting it up on Friday night, hanging out with Flurroon and our people. You know what I'm saying? Off world, on world, in world, out world. Thank you, Rod, for coming on again. I think
Well, you
everyone
welcome.
truly appreciates you. Please give amazing love to Rod's Cash App, and hopefully he'll come back and talk to us again on something different and fun again. Thank you, Rod, so much. I always appreciate when you come on, keep teaching and so on. And Rod, can you tell us where people can reach you or watch some more of your videos? Anything that you could share?
Yep. My normally when I get to go live, I post it on Facebook if I'm gonna be on somebody's channel on my Rod Hayes page.
Mhm.
I'm still shadow banned on Instagram. That page is the Sick Eight. Yeah,
Why?
because they feel like it.
Come on now. People hating. Come on. Why you hating? Appreciate. You know what
Well, I'm
I'm saying?
revving up for June to start doing lives on TikTok.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. I'm excited about
I was
that.
a guest on We Know the Truth Now. And
They
so
found the wait,
he was focused on 69 and 9/11, which is
mm-hmm,
also two critical occult numbers, 9/11 being notorious for the WTC incident in New York on 9/11. And then the 69 means something is balanced, right?
mm-hmm,
So something 69 is balance. It's a cancer,
mm-hmm,
right? So you're looking at it as symmetry on two sides, the 6 and the 9. It's the perfect mirror of each other,
mm-hmm,
right? As above, so below. 9 in the sky, 6 on the ground. Unless you
mm-hmm,
flip it around. Being 6 in the sky is 9 on the ground,
mm-hmm.
right? So we talk about balance. Remember when I told you the first thing I looked up was Captain Kirk's birthday. You remember what his birthday
Yep.
was? It was
Oh,
3/22.
3,000. Yeah.
It was
Go ahead.
March the 22nd. The year was 2233, right? Now, remember I said it's all you got to do is follow the numbers.
Okay.
They
Dang, it's
they
crazy.
finally apprehend a suspect. He's 22 years old, and it took them exactly 33 hours to capture him. Right,
Wow.
so the year Captain Kirk was born.
Wow.
Right, and now they have blatant, obvious inconsistencies in the story that's being told to show people the psyop involved in whatever it is taking place. The next thing is the flipping the deuces because Charlie Kirk was picked up by Air Force Two. That's the vice presidential airplane. And it's only Air Force Two with the vice president on there. Right? Just like Air Force One is only Air Force One if the president on there. So they picked his body up on Air Force Two. The problem with that, or the curiosity, is in the history of presidential flights, only 2 of them had a body on it. Which takes us back to what my man said about JFK 1122 equals 33. 2233. Right? So the JFK left on Air Force One, and that's where they swung in LBJ to replace him and become president post assassination. Right? He got sworn in on Air Force One. It was only Air Force One because the body of the president was on there. But when LBJ was sworn in, now it's Air Force One because the vice president has become the president. It's a change in the power structure. So the entirety of the Charlie Kirk situation is telling us that we're about to see a sudden change in the power structure, and to be prepared because the shift is imminent. Right? Then we go back to the schools. Now, recently, remember, they had bomb threats to shut down all of the HBCUs. Right? You see that in the news? Yeah. So they telling
man, they cut me out bad, bro.
Yeah, I said they had you muted again. They had shut down the HBCUs. They had shut down the HBCUs, right? Because they had a bomb threat, so they would shut all of them universities down, colleges and universities down for a couple of days. Right? They're telling you to get your children out of these schools, but they don't believe us, huh?
They don't believe us.
Remember, guess where Charlie Kirk was at? He was at a school.
Right. That was crazy. Utah, right?
Yeah.
They chopping the screen up, man. Well, like it seems like they. Man, it's crazy. Like, all right. So you want to play the next one?
Yeah. Roll the corn.
All right, Rob. What you got on there, Rod? That first half, it was.
Remember, we was talking about that they had already stopped printing Federal Reserve notes in 2017.
Right.
Right. Now he's explaining exactly why we haven't switched over to asset-backed currency.
Right.
Ooh. Excuse me. So now we're starting to see it come into view, and we bring all these receipts out. So to try to keep as many people aware of what's actually moving in real time. Right? I've been telling everybody that the National Guard has to come in order to shift the power.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They already got 19 cities that the National Guard has to occupy to maintain the security of the people.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remember, all these police not finna just give up their job like that.
That's right.
And they heavily armed. And in order to restore the balance back to the land, they gotta get rid of the police. They don't belong here. Sheriff's Department gotta take charge. They got police that's discovering the fraud, and they stepping away from the whole force altogether.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all tied back to the banking, to the fall of the DC machine, to the grand illusion being revealed, to all of the dirty players being exposed.
Mm-hmm.
We all got to come out. And now we're on the verge of it. We're looking to see it pop any second now. So every
Mm-hmm.
incident is uh, another contraction in the labor pains of the birth of the new reality.
Mm-hmm. Hey, so you think? What do you say to people that say, "All right, well, they get rid of the individual state police and they make one United States police or United Union police, and
We
it'll be one."
we supposed to be phasing them out over time. People are taught to commit crimes by government systems,
Mm-hmm.
education system, work system, banking system. It's all designed to force you to have to be what's classified as a criminal in order to survive without being part of the system.
Mm-hmm.
That's to force you to comply to their system and their system standard. So you had to create a psychology that produces the criminal. They're about to have 700,000 inmates eligible to be released, but they're going to have to come through some kind of funneling system so you just ain't flooding the street with psychotic criminals. Right? So all that's part of the public notices that we played like 3 episodes ago, where they was going to all of the city halls and to the city councils and telling them, you know, about the unconstitutional way that they was prosecuting people. It violated what's clearly written in the Constitution, violation of the state decisis rule, which means once it's been decided that that's the rule. So
Mm-hmm.
they got a lot of different things that's moving in real time, a lot of moving parts. So it's hard to keep track. Now we also got 3i Atlas things. It's accelerating, so it's every time they say was November, late November, then mid November, now it's in October. And at the rate that is moving, depending on the atmosphere of space that it's going through at the time, it could warp further ahead in increments and be here even sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not the only one. They got multiple of them coming in, and they've been tracking through Doppler a giant mothership that been hovering in the sky all around the world. It's been going around the world checking everybody out, hiding behind clouds.
Hey,
Remember
so
that scroll, Mystery Clouds?
yeah, Mystery Clubs about Dr. Malakazi York. Hey, this is a question. This is another question I got for you, dealing with tying around with you talking about the money now. I looked it up, man. About it's a new statue, like a gold statue. I think it's in front of the Capitol building of Trump. Now, I thought it was AI or something at first, but I looked it up and I think CNN reporting it, and I'm still looking into it. But what do you think about it's Trump? I wish I had a picture of it, but it's Trump holding a. I know he's gonna chop me up trying to pull it up, but Trump holding a Bitcoin. Right? Have y'all? Hey, drop it in the chat. Y'all seen that new statue of Trump? It's like a gold statue of Trump in front of the. I think it's the Capitol building, holding a gold Bitcoin. What is the symbolism of that? Is Trump gonna be the last president and become a dictator? And say, found like.
Yeah. You gotta remember that the changing of the guard is taking place in Raven Rock, Colorado, under military supervision.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Trump don't really have no say so over the military other than activate the protocol.
Mm-hmm.
He activated the protocol, right? And then they established a sting operation, which they called the Biden presidency.
Mm-hmm.
They caught everybody they needed to catch.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you had to have a way to discover who was involved, what they was doing, why they done it. You got to be able to give a proper accounting back, or your purpose is not fulfilled because you're supposed to make it clear.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they bring it out, whoever don't make it clear where you can understand what was taking place, the ones that don't take it clear is the ones that's the problem. They won't be able to see the correct side of the coin ever. So when the casting the person in gold is a ceremonial rite of the Anunnaki, that's where it originated from. To establish a leader in gold is to give him the highest Anunnaki honor on earth. He worth his weight in gold is the metaphorical meaning. It can only be worth his weight in gold if we go back to the gold standard. Otherwise, he's only worth his weight in fiat. So in order to be worth your weight in gold, gold has to be the dominant financial instrument to give value to who you are and the work you did. So they made a statue of him in gold. In occult, they tell you can use substitute metals. The substitute metals for gold is what they call burnished brass, where you heat it up and polish it and you shine like gold. Polished copper, because when polished copper is shined up, it looked like dark gold. Right? So those become substitutes. And then depending on what type of magic, you could use something called pyrite or fool's gold. It's not gold, but you can ritualistically use it as a gold substitute because it carries a certain frequencies of the color in the molecular structure where it can be substituted etherically in the magical ceremony.
What do you say to those? Because that people that feel like that statue of Trump being, somebody said it's on 3rd Street. Shout out to the brother